What are your diagnoses?
Borderline personality disorder and schizoaffective disorder. But I went on, like, every time you go into foster care, you have to get an evaluation with a social worker and like a psychiatrist and everything. And so like my parents didn't have money for that, but it was like through the government. But I was put on all kinds of medications that were wrong for me. I was misdiagnosed so many times. I thought I had ADHD growing up. I was on Ritalin, Vyvanse, just shit that was like making me not a properly growing child and like not a human. And then I had to go through a lot of misdiagnoses to finally get on my first antipsychotic. And that's when I actually like, it's like when you don't have perfect vision and you put on a pair of glasses.
Yeah. I mean, over here, especially in America, they give out Vyvanse like it's fucking candy. Every single doctor you go to is just fucking hand them out like without a single thought. And it's insane.
I feel like I had a very late grasp on my personality because like it's, I didn't understand, and I couldn't explain like with how young of a child I was that it was zombifying me. And I completely lost interest in everything and like my whole personality from ages like 6 to like 12. But you don't have the vocabulary or the understanding to explain that to like mental health professionals or your parents or anything, or foster parents. And so like I didn't know it was a misdiagnosis. I'm fucking like 10 years old, you know? But then felt like I was making up for lost time like once I was going through puberty and growing up a little, because I was like, oh my God, this was just the wrong medications for me. And they do hand out like candy. Like they don't do enough like second opinions to make sure that it is tailored to you and like proper and like not a misdiagnosis.
It's actually supposed to be what you should be taking as opposed to something that they just thought about and thought that it'll fit.
Felt like I had to ping pong through so many like life altering medications just to get to the one that, you know, I saw success in. But that's like, I wish that was not the reality if it was the reality for me, I'm sure it's the reality for a lot of other young kids. And I wish it wasn't, because I wouldn't have had so many hurdles to get through. And I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people, which is just not good.